In December 1915, the Allies had agreed to launch a general offensive against the Central Powers in 1916. The plan included a decisive combined British and French offensive against Germany on the Somme. However, that plan had to be modified when the Germans began to bleed France white during the Battle of Verdun. The 36th Ulster Division had been in the trenches of the Somme sector north of the River Ancre since February 1916. As spring arrived, the waterlogged trenches dried and the battle-scarred landscape was hidden under grass and summer flowers. Training intensified, and the soldiers of the 36th Ulster Division knew that they were preparing for a great offensive. The British Fourth Army's main line of assault would run for 25,000 yards, nearly 14 miles, from Serry in the north to Montauban to the south. The sector had long been quiet, and the Germans had used this time to construct a formidable defensive of 3 consecutive lines, complete with railway tracks to carry supplies to the front. Each wooden village concealed a strong point with deep dugouts, many of which went down 40 feet and could hold a company of 200 men. These underground galleries were supplied with electricity and running water, had communications and first aid facilities, and could withstand the heaviest bombardment. The Allies had counted on annihilating the German first-line defenders with a week-long artillery bombardment, like one of which had never been seen before, with over 1.7 million shells fired from the 24th of June to the 1st of July, but too many rounds fell short, were premature bursts, or failed to explode. From the 24th of June, the soldiers had listened to the cacophony and imagined themselves going over the top to find no Germans alive. The 36th Ulster Division was a left division of X-Corps and had been assigned the Thiepval and Ancre Heights sector, considered the key to the whole enemy line and the toughest area to attack. Major General Nugent, commanding the 36th Ulster Division, fully realised that stopping the heavy bombardment 10 minutes before 0 hour would give the Germans 10 long minutes to come up out of their trenches and into position to meet the anticipated attack. Thus he ordered that his division would leave their assembly trenches prior to 0 hour and move forward to start lines. He calculated that although he might suffer losses from his own bombardment, the advantage of getting on top of the German Line A under artillery cover far outweighed the risk. The Ulster Division was to capture the German front line between the River Ancre on the left and Thiepval on the right. General Nugent divided his front into 4 sections. The left section, on the right of the River Ancre, was allocated to the 108th Brigade. The left centre section, bounded by a line drawn from the north corner of Thiepval Wood, just north of the Ancre, had its approaches through the Ancre marshy area and was not to be attacked directly. The right centre section was allocated to 108th Brigade, and the right section to 109th Brigade. The divisional reserve was to be 107th Brigade. The division would therefore attack with the 108th Brigade on the left astride the River Ancre, the objective being Beaucourt railway station over 1 mile away beyond the German third line, and 109th Brigade on the right, with its objective the formidable Schwaben Redoubt. The divisional reserve 107th Brigade was to advance behind 109th Brigade and then pass through the Schwaben Redoubt and capture the German D-line beyond. At 7:30 a.m, as the whistles blew for the assault, the Ulstermen surged forward across no man's land. The men of the Royal Irish Rifles, Royal Irish Fusiliers and Royal Inniskilling Fusiliers charged through heavy machine gun fire, breaching the German front-line trenches and capturing the Schwaben Redoubt. This was one of the more significant successes of the day. The Ulstermen pressed forward, advancing deep into the German second lines. However, their success came at a terrible cost. With other British divisions failing to make similar progress on their flanks, the 36th Division found itself isolated. German reinforcements launched relentless counterattacks, bombarding the captured trenches with artillery and machine gun fire. Without support, they were gradually pushed back, and by nightfall the survivors had to withdraw to their starting positions. By 2200 hours on the 1st of July, the division had suffered over 5,500 casualties, around 2,000 of them killed. Many men were cut down in no man's land, unable to retreat under enemy fire. All three regiments, the Royal Irish Rifles, the Royal Irish Fusiliers, and the Royal Inniskilling Fusiliers, were awarded the Battle Honour Albert 1916 for the opening phase of the Battle of the Somme. Here is a tribute to those men who were killed that day.
I don't know if you'll ever read this letter, but I'm writing anyway to let you know. With pen in hand I sit here by the campfire and hear my comrades singing soft and low. I thank you for the years of love and laughter, for consistency to me through joy and pain. And I wonder here, I love you really matters. I may never see your lovely face again, and I'm yearning for the mists of Dalriada, and I miss the Lagan River flowing slow. And I hunger for your love, dear, 'cause when the morning comes, dear, a bugle call, my darling, I must go. Well, it seems a million miles from Belfast City, from home and fire and children growing tall. At this time when fears and doubts beset me, dread night before the Battle of the Somme, and I don't know what tomorrow brings, my lovely, as I face the angry thunder of the gun, when wailing banshee shells explode above me, and the valiant men of Ulster give their blood. And I'm yearning for the mists of Dalriada, and I miss the Lagan River flowing slow, and I hunger for your love, dear, 'cause when the morning comes, dear, a bugle call, my darling, I must go. The air is full of fearful expectations. This Gethsemane of waiting's hard to bear, but memories of you bring consolation. Well, a shiny rose beneath the tangled wire, and I need to tell you that I really love you. And I know I haven't said it for so long. My heart will hold the fragrance of your love, dear, tomorrow at the Battle of the Somme. And I'm yearning for the mists of Dalriada, them steer. A bugle call, my darling, I must go.
If you like listening to the stories of the history of those who came before, then please give the video a like and subscribe to keep updated about future videos of the history of those who came before.